Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shazib. My roll number is 1450125. My group number is 23. My topic is septic shock. It is a life-threatening condition that happens when your blood pressure drops to a dangerously low level after an infection. Causes of septic shock: bacteria, gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative bacteria, virus, fungus, parasites. Pathogenesis is of septic shock. Microbes dry substance activate neutrophil and monocyte activate that activate TNF, interleukin 1, HMG1 activate endothelial activation that activate interleukin 6, 8, NO, ROS, PAF that activate vasodilation, increase permeability, decrease perfusion that ultimately cause a multi-organ failure. Microbial substance also activates factor 12 complement activation C3A direct and indirect. Direct and indirect से activate endothelial activation वो multi organ failure कर देगा and also activate procoagulation coagulant antifibrinolytic that activate microvascular thrombosis and activate tissue ischemia and ultimately cause multi organ failure. Sign and symptoms: early sepsis, fever, chills, tachycardia, tachypnea, hypoxia, leukocytosis, nausea, vomiting, malaise. Late sepsis, lactic acidosis, leukopenia, myocardial depression, pulmonary edema, hypotension, shock, coma. Test for septic shock: blood culture, CBC, ABG, serum lactate. Treatment of septic shock: broad spectrum antibiotics, antifungal, IV infusions, 30 ml per kg, vasopressor, supportive oxygenation, ventilation, steroid dialysis. Now we have a case study. MK, a 56-year-old man, was admitted 5 days ago with a chief complaint of acute abdominal pain of 3 days. Duration associated with diarrhea, fever, tachypnea, and hypotension. A diagnosis was superior mesenteric artery occlusion with a necrotic bowel, leading to surgery for removal of necrotic bowel tissue. During postoperative day 1 through 4, his serum creatinine increased to 1.5 and he could not completely wane from ventilatory support. Vital signs were stable. Antibiotic therapy include clindamycin, gentamicin in inappropriate doses. MK has a history of coronary artery disease with stable angina pectoris that has been treated with lisinopril, simvastatin, and TG. He had no other medical problem before admission. On the morning of post-operative day 5, MK complained of chills and has a spiking fever to 39.4 degrees centigrade. Physical findings include a BP of 98 per 60 mmHg, pulse 128 beat per minute, and R of 28 breath per minute. His urine output has dropped to 285 ml per hour and bowel sound are absent. The chest radiograph show an enlarged heart with bilateral pulmonary infiltrate and right lower lobe atelectasis. MK has become confused and disoriented. ABG on an inspiratory oxygen concentration of 40% are as follows. MK has had increased bronchial secretion over the past 2 days. Pertinent laboratory values are SRCR 1.8 mg per dl, normal 0.2 to 0.8 mg per dl, BU and 32 mg per dl, normal 10 to 20 mg per dl, and WBCs count 18,000 cells per millimeter cube. Of normal 4,500 to 11,000 cells per millimeter cube, urine, sputum, and blood sample are sent for culture and sensitivity. A fluid bolus of 1000 ml normal saline is given. Arterial and pulmonary artery catheter are inserted, revealing the following hemodynamic profile: MK weight 70 kg and has a BSA is of 1.7 meter square. BP H3M 90 50 63 mmHg. Pulse 125 beat per minute. Carbon monoxide Cl per minute. Normal 5.4 to 5 liter per minute, Cl 0.5 liter per minute per square, normal to 2.5 to 4.2 liter per minute per meter square. PCWB 12 mmHg, normal 5 to 12 mmHg, SVR 729 second in centimeter 5, normal 800 to 1449 second centimeter minus 5. What hemodynamic and clinical features of MK are consistent with septic shock? Subjective. Gender male, age 56-year-old, chief complaint acute abdominal pain with bloody diarrhea, fever, tachypnea, and hypertension. Duration 3 days. Objective history coronary artery disease is stable angina pectoris diagnosis superior mesenteric artery occlusion with necrotic bowel leading to surgery for removal of necrotic bowel tissue. During postoperative day 1, 2 through 4, serum creatinine SRCR increased to 1.5, ventilator support is there, vital sign stable. Antibiotic therapy, clindamycin and gentamicin, postoperative day 5, spiking fever, 39.4 degrees centigrade, BP 98 at per 60 mmHg, pulse 128 beat per minute, RR 28 breath per minute, urine output 25 ml per hour, bowel sound absent, chest radiograph enlarged heart, patient confused and disoriented, bronchial secretion increase over the past 2 days, pertinent laboratory values CSCR 1.8 milliliter per DL, normal 0.2 to 0.8 milligram per DL, BU at 32 millimeter per DL, normal 10 to 20 milligram per DL, WBC count 18,000 cells per mm cube, normal 4,500 to 11,000 cells mm cube. Assessment: hemodynamics and consistent with his septic shock include hypotension, tachycardia, elevated carbon monoxide, low SVR, and low PCWB. Although the absolute value for carbon monoxide is high or at the upper limit of the normal range in septic shock, it is inadequate to maintain a BP that will perfuse the essential organ in the face of a decreased SVR. Evidence by low the oxygen delivery and consumption. MK has a metabolic evidence by a metabolic acidosis pH 7.31 with PaCO2 30 mmHg, HCO3 15 MEq per liter, indicating anaerobic metabolism most likely caused by decreased perfusion, cause lactic acidosis, and a carbon monoxide that is inadequate to meet the oxygen requirement of the tissue. Other features consistent with septic shock in MK include worsening pulmonary function as indicated by his ABG measurement, declining urine output, and altered sensorium indicating decreased renal and cerebral perfusion, a rising WBC count, and spiking fever. The management of septic shock is directed toward three primary areas: eradication of the source of infection, hemodynamic support, and control of tissue hypoxia. Inhibition and attenuation of the initiator and mediator of sepsis. Plan. The immediate goal of therapy is to maximize oxygen delivery to the tissue. Fluid resuscitation is the mainstay of therapy and improve oxygen delivery by increasing carbon monoxide. However, inotropic and vasopressor agents are often required for additional cardiovascular support. A favorable response to immediate resuscitative effort will be affected by a reversal or halt in the progression of the metabolic acidosis, improve sensorium, and increase urine output. In MK, surgical evaluation for an ongoing or new abdominal process, selection of appropriate antibiotic while maintaining hemodynamic support are the clinical goal of therapy. Clindamycin is discontinued and imipenem and vancomycin are added to broaden MK's antibiotic coverage. Imipenem should adequately cover nosocomial gram-negative pathogens such as Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Acinetobacter baumannii, as well as abdominal anaerobic organism. Vancomycin will cover S. aureus from possible IV contamination as well as potential staphylococcal pneumonia. Antimicrobial therapy suggests one culture of analysis. Imipenem mild to moderate 250 500 milligram IV Q6 hour, severe 500 milligram IV Q6 hour or 1 gram Q8 hour for 4 to 7 days, provided that infection is brought under control. Vancomycin 30 milligram per kg as the loading dose, followed by the maintenance dose of 20 milligram per kg every 6, 8, 12, 24 hours. Thank you.